Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to keep the reflection out of my eyes. So I've been thinking, of course, I start a lot of these with I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. I don't know about you, but I'm always thinking. I'm always questioning things. Um, so I'm doing well. I'm still with Walmart. This week I'm on my 5 night schedule. We'll see how that goes. Still in the same position. Um, Easy. It's easy for me. It's not a difficult job. And I like the people I work with. They're very kind. They're very considerate. I enjoy being with them, and I like my customers. And I have a lot of interesting customers uh, who have who stand there and young. I've had 17-year-olds stand there and talk to me if I'm not busy. They'll just talk. They talk about everything. The young ones talk about their future. What are they going to do? Are they going to college and things like that? So it's an interesting job, and I like being with people who I'm going to just say, like me, ordinary people. That's who comes to Walmart. Ordinary people trying to save money, trying to raise families. So I'm doing well, and but I got my first training video, and it was on safety, and mainly it was about oh, they called it active, not oh, active defense or something. I can't remember the name of it. For goodness sakes, I get so frustrated with myself. Anyway, so um, you're supposed to run. If somebody, so the main thing of the whole thing was run. Okay, so if someone comes into the store with a gun and they start shooting people, you're supposed to run. Run for cover, for the next exit, know where all your exits are, run for cover. Well, I have a question for you. Do you run or do you stand? Because I think, now this is me, I think your mind is better than a gun. And what's your first reaction? Do you run or are you startled? Do you ever recognize that it's a gun? Are you even aware? Because how many times are we in gunfire? So first acknowledging what's going on is very important, which means what? Awareness. I just want everybody's thoughts on this because I don't agree with the video. I say find safety, and then I'm in my mind I'm saying to myself, and find a way to get him, stop him from killing people, find a way. Now that's me. Um, can you do it? I don't know, but I will tell you this: I have I I have been in a life-threatening scenario similar to that, and when my son was 6 weeks old, I lived in Springfield, Missouri, and I was taking my son had ear infections really bad, and he was only 6 weeks old, but he's screaming and crying, and he's in a lot of pain. And so I had a doctor's appointment early in the morning, and I took my son to the doctor's, and we had an old station wagon, and one of those ones that had the wood and red, and of course 4 doors, and my son was in the seat behind me in his car seat, and I was in the front seat. And so, I'm doing a lot of stuff, getting my purse, getting ready. And I had my windows down. It was summer, and I had my windows down. And this man walked out to a strange man to my car window, and he says, "Do you have any money?" And I said, "No, I don't have any money for anybody. Well, I just need a few bucks. No, I don't have any money." And I kind of ignored him, which was, I, I was totally unaware. I've never done that again. I ignored him and turned my back to him, and the next thing I know, there was cold metal against my neck with his hand around me, and he's like, "Give me your purse." And he had a screwdriver, a big one, and it was against my neck. And so he grabbed my, I gave him my purse. I had $5. That's what I had on me. And he looked at my purse. He found the $5. So you had money? I said, yeah, not for you. I'm still, kind of ornery. And he's got this screwdriver against my neck. And he throws the purse in there, takes the $5, throws the purse on the seat, and he opens the back door and gets in while he's holding this thing. I don't know how he did it. And gets in my back seat and then puts it on my son's neck. And he goes, so now you're going to drive. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere until I will take you anywhere. But I want my son out of the car. I'll put him on the grass. And there were people coming and going, but not too many. We were in a large parking lot. I was in front of my doctor's office, but, there just wasn't anybody around there. And so I sat there for like 10 or 15 minutes refusing to drive because I figured, well, if he killed us here, at least there's doctors here. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And he says, well, I won't hurt your son. I just want you to drive me, blah, 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 blah. So he finally convinced me. I mean, I was begging, let my son out. And he wouldn't do it. So finally, he said, we're just going a short distance. I just want you to take me someplace. So I start driving. Well, other things happen. He's doing things that he shouldn't be doing to me in the front seat from the back with the knife. He's touching me, but the knife's against my son's throat. And I'm driving for like, in town, he's make a right, for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. By now, I've spent almost an hour with this man. And the whole time I'm thinking, how dare him? First, I was scared. Then I was a little logical. And then I got mad. And I'm thinking, he took all my options away from me. I have no options. What option do I have left to in my control? My option was I have the choice of when and where I'm going to die. I can choose that. Or I can let him choose it. Well, he may bury my body and my son somewhere or whatever. And I said, no, because we come to a four-way stop and then we're on the edge of town and now we're heading out of town. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not taking him out of town. I'm not going to some woods where you'll never find my body. No, not happening. So at the four-way stop, again, my window's are down. At the four-way stop, I made the decision that if I was going to die, I was going to die in public and he was going to get caught. That's all there was to it. And I stopped the car, turned the car off, and threw the keys out the window. And I said to him, you either kill me now or get out of my car. He got out of my car. The police said I saved my son's life and mine. I don't know, but I know that I get angry if someone takes my options away. I get angry if someone threatens other people's lives. They don't have a right to do that. That's my thinking. So that was my experience, and I know how I handle things. I really think through them. But I'm also now totally aware of my surroundings, and I understand what gunfire is, and I understand, when you're being threatened. And I believe that our minds, if we don't panic, because when someone says run, that's panicking to me. You make mistakes when you panic. Don't panic. Don't run, just run. Get away from the fire, and by all means hide or, get out of the direct line of fire. But you got to think. Because you may not get away from him. So are you just going to run and he shoots you in the back, or are you going to fight? So, am I right? I don't know, guys. I don't know about this safety stuff. They're telling us to run, and I'm My mind is saying, no, I'm going to hide and I'm going to figure out a way to get him because the cops might not come for an hour. What you going to do? He's just shooting. I don't know. I mean, I've never been in that situation. My question to you is, what do you do? What do you think you should do in a life death scenario? I mean, I really think you should think about it. Do you think you react in a panic and just start screaming and crying and begging, or what will you do? What what do you think you will do? So this is my, I'm thinking about this. So I thought I would present it to you guys. Haven't been on for a while. What a crazy conversation, right? But I'm looking around me at all the things that are happening, and all the violence and all the crime, and I am fearful, but I'm not. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. So anyway, you have a good day, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. But please respond.